Let's see if I can revive this 2-month-old sourdough starter. My mom gave it to me. See the hooch? You don't dump that off, you keep it. Then it won't be as hydrated. I'm going to put this in a new jar. Don't worry about the brown color of the hooch, that is completely normal. You just mix it in, and I learned this from a lady called Clean Home Living. She's very resourceful. She has another YouTube channel. "22 grams of starter. And also 22 grams of water. Okay, that looks about the right consistency. Lightly put the lid on, we'll come back tomorrow. See, I dumped it off. So this is day 5, maybe 6. Honestly, I forgot to feed it a couple days, but not in a row. Like I skipped like a day, then I did a day, then I skipped one. So I think this is my 4th feeding, maybe my 5th. So I'm adding 42 grams of flour and 42 grams of water. Because I wasn't feeding enough at the beginning. Before I was keeping it down by the heater, but now I have it up by the window. I think that really helped it. And yes, it is very bubbly. I wish I would have showed you what it looks like with the bubbles. Okay, alrighty. So just gonna stick the lid back on. Let's see what level I'm at for the. I'm basically pouring off. So it was up to here, and I poured it off down below so I could still feed it. So I haven't had to really move my rubber band. But last night and this morning was the first time that it grew over the rubber band. So it is definitely growing. You can definitely reactivate it. And I think my mom gave this to me back in November. So this is like almost 3-4 months old that was sitting in the fridge. You saw how yucky it looked the first day. So let's see what it looks like tomorrow. And I'm gonna set it right here in the window again. And we'll see how much it grows. Oh, you can't see it because it's washed out, but it's at that rubber band level, so we'll see how much it grows. Only been like 10-12 hours and it's already risen way above. It actually used to be way up here. It definitely doubled already, and it's had the rise and the fall. So gonna open that up and stir it, and then we can bake with it tomorrow. Okay. Back under the rubber band, let it rise again. Okay, you saw when it rose last night, it came up to here and now it's back down. That's the rise and fall, that's normal. I'm gonna feed it one last time so I can bake with it either tonight or tomorrow. We'll see how long it takes. gonna add 50 grams of flour and 50 grams of water. That's 59. Oops. I need to discard, I forgot. And if you're a curious cat like me, I always wondered, why do you have to discard? Why can't you just use all of it or grow all of it or do something else with it? Well, you can do something else with it, but you need to discard so there's room enough for the starter to grow. Stick the discard back in the fridge. Okay, adding 50 grams of flour. Grams of water. Stir. That looks like pancake batter. Just gonna move this up a little. And I'm gonna watch it closely because obviously we don't want it overflowing. Okay. I'm gonna stick it here in the window. It's nice and sunny. Oh, this needs a lid. We'll be back. Okay, did you think it growed enough? Grow, whatever. Yes, it's doubled, so it's looking great. So we need, how much starter? 100 grams of the starter. Oh, let me show you where I'm putting it. Okay, that used almost more than half. There's lots of bubbles in there. Set that aside, and now we need 350 grams of water. Okay. 10 grams of salt. Probably about 2 teaspoons. And 450 grams of bread flour. remember the salt. So it only took 2 hours since I fed my starter for it to double, because I had it in the sunshine and the warm window. So that will definitely speed up the process. Last night I kept it in the oven with the light on, and that helped it grow as well. Shaggy stage, that's where we want it. Now we put the lid on and we wait half an hour. All right, it's been half an hour and it, what are you supposed to, oh maybe not. Okay, we're just gonna stretch and fold then. Ginger, get down. Now we wait another half an hour. It's been half an hour. Now let's do the second turning. Stretch and fold, I mean. another half an hour. Okay, this will be the third and last turn, or stretch and fold, I mean. I got this recipe and instructions from Grant Bakes on YouTube, and it's 80% hydration, which is why this dough is so wet. And, oh, I was supposed to keep my hands wet, and that will help. Oh yeah, that helps a lot, actually. All right, now I'm going to have the first rise at room temperature till it doubles in size. So let's double check. Okay. I'm actually going to stick this in the oven because my house is kind of cold right now with the oven with the light on, so we'll be back. Okay, it's been 2 hours. Just under the oven light. So as you can see, it's already doubled in size. That's good. I need to pre-shape the ball and put it in my little basket or banneton or whatever pan loaf you have. Put it in a square rectangle, then fold it into thirds, then you roll it up. Okay. And you use a scraper or bench scraper or even just your hands. And pull some tension. Get a basket, either put rice flour. I have some cornmeal in here. See the yellow? Same side up. Open some bubbles. Stitch it. I don't know what the stitching does. Does anybody? Okay. I'm doing it because they're doing it. Okay. Now we put it I'm going to stick this in the fridge and then bake it tomorrow. We'll be back. Okay, I have the oven preheating at 500 degrees with the Dutch oven in it. And I just dumped this out. It does look a little small. I did a score with the lame. I thought I was recording, but obviously it apparently didn't work. So we're waiting for the oven to preheat and then we will plop this in. The pot is preheated. Lowering it to 450. Plopping the bread in. There you go. Lid back in the oven. 20 minutes with the lid on. We'll be back. Time's up. Bring you in closer. You can see the beautiful bread so far. Ooh, look how poofy it got. Awesome. Okay. Back in the oven another 20 minutes. Then I'll check the temperature. While my bread is cooking, my husband was outside working the garden beds and he found me a worm, so I stuck him in here and now I'm gonna feed him. So I got a chunk of banana and some strawberry tops that I had left over and I blended it for him and I'm gonna dump that. That will be the worm food. I'm gonna stick on one side. And bury that. And now he can go eat. Okay, I'm gonna, my first step to starting my worm bin. All you need is one more. What? Yeah. 12 more minutes for the bread to be done. Bread's done. Okay. Who's excited? Beautiful ear, if I say so myself. Look at that beauty. Fresh out of the oven. Awesome. Now, you can check the temperature for the bread to make sure that it's done. And it's over 200, so yes, it is. Now, let this cool for an hour. Do not be tempted to cut into it. Oh, look at that beautiful wheat stalk I carved. So pretty. Oh, do not be tempted to carve into it for at least an hour, because if you do, it'll get gummy if you don't, because of all the steam that it's still releasing. So wait. Completely cooled off. Put this to the side. All right. Let's dig into this baby. cooked enough. Sorry.
That looks awesome. Okay, we need to taste this.
Just came out of the toaster. Oh, haven't had bread in about 2 weeks, so this is a well-deserved treat.
Let's taste.
How yummy! Nice and toasty. Crunchy, can you hear? Chewy on the inside. Awesome crust. Wow, homemade is definitely 1000% better. Go make yourself some homemade sourdough bread. Awesome. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time in the next video. Bye, friends. Check out this other video up here. You might like that. And please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Oh, I'm also going to show you on the next video, maybe a short, on how to make a sourdough starter without discarding and without feeding. So stay tuned.